After hitting 20,000 for Bitcoin, there was a sudden $500 flash crash. Why did it happen, and should you be concerned? Let's discuss. Well, as you can see on the chart here, there's a big red candlestick, and it shows Bitcoin going from roughly 12,000 all the way down to about 11,500 before quickly recovering to where we are now, $11,920. And the reason for it is due to our good old friend CME futures. So as you can see, according to this article, the sudden drop was explained by filling the gap. There was a gap that was unfulfilled around 11,700, and the whales or Wall Street, whoever, decided to push Bitcoin down to meet it, but then brought it right back up. So it's one of those things, if you missed it, you missed it, because if you wake up today, you're like, okay, it's basically the same price as yesterday, actually a little bit higher. But if you look at a chart, you're like, why did this happen, right? But the important thing is we have a quick V-shaped recovery. And what's also very positive is the fact that this red line was a really hard resistance for Bitcoin to break before. And that was around $11,908 roughly. But you could see after Bitcoin went down 500 points, it came right back up, and now it's utilizing it as a support, which is very positive. This is what we want to see. That support lines, or I should say resistance lines, gets turned into support lines. There's a futures trader that posted this chart, and he's looking at the way patterns are. And he doesn't just trade cryptocurrency, but he tweeted this. The cryptocurrency may be the new kid on the block, but the same old classic patterns that apply to all financial assets still apply. The trend is up with 15K next target. So what he's referring to is, look at this, right? The 3-year wedge that Bitcoin was stuck in, where it was just making lower highs and higher lows. We finally broke out of that. Finally, Bitcoin was able to close above the wedge line. I'm talking about the monthly close, also weekly close, basically any kind of time frame now. We closed above, and not only that, we broke through a previous all-time high, or previous high, I should say, which was at 10,500. We're well above that now. We're 1,500 above that now, and Bitcoin is ready to move higher. So according to his analysis and patterns, this is what's going to happen with Bitcoin, and the next stop is at 15,000. That's pretty good. Sounds pretty good to me. I think we need to hit 13,000 and 14,000 first, but then after that, 15,000 right around the corner. And after you hit 15,000, if you look at this chart, he's making it go up all the way up to 23,000. So way past our previous highs. But according to his chart, that comes in around 2021, right? That's the parabolic year that many people are expecting, because it's the last year of the 4-year cycle. Now, besides this chart, there is something else that's helping Bitcoin, I believe. It's an external factor. It's one of those global things that you really can't predict, but it's upon us now. And I'm not talking about what's going on with COVID and inflation. This is different, actually. It's due to tensions between the US and China. So Max Kaiser, a big Bitcoin bull, he tweeted this: Bitcoin up as tensions rise in Asia. Capital flight out of Asia taking the Bitcoin Express. You can't take it with you unless it's Bitcoin, then you could take it all with you. Something near impossible with gold. And that's true. You know, the argument that gold is actually solid and you can hold it in your hand versus something digital that you can't. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's not. If you need to take it with you, if you need to flee the country, or if you need to get your assets out of a country, or you want to take your assets with you, how are you going to hold gold bars with you, right? That's just not realistic. But with Bitcoin, you could send it off to any address. You could keep it on a USB key. No one will know, right? That's the argument Max is making, and it's true. Now, what is Max referring to? Well, he's referring to what's going on between US and China and Hong Kong. We have heard this. There's a lot of tension due to the policy making of China, their national security law, they basically wanted to take control of Hong Kong. But previously they said they're going to leave that country or island alone. And the U.S. doesn't really like it. But, there's a lot of fighting going on, right? And U.S. Place sanctions over Chinese officials, over Hong Kong policy, and the Chinese officials also doing the same thing. Right now we hear about it with social media, with investment companies, right? Which is why Trump is looking at banning TikTok and Tencent investments. It's just a lot of things going on. And that national security law, China is actually really utilizing it. I just saw this, that Hong Kong media tycoon Jimmy Lai was arrested. And the reason was that he was working with foreign countries. So I don't know if that's true, but China is definitely utilizing that law right away, right? So there's a lot of turmoil between the two countries right now. And that's why Max Kaiser is making this argument that a lot of people in Asia, they're trying to flee the country or they're simply trying to get their money out. China has really strict laws in terms of how citizens can move their money out of the country. Basically, it's next to impossible, but with Bitcoin, you could certainly do it. Lastly, as for the rest of the market, overall today is a pretty good day. BTC dominance still around the same, 60.5%, but you could see almost everything is in green today, including all the DeFi coins that were kind of dried out due to Bitcoin's pump yesterday. They're all recovering. And it's not just DeFi coins, everything is. Even XRP is going up today. Ethereum, everything up. Chainlink is recovering again 4%. Chainlink is just unstoppable at number 6 right now. But if you look down the list, Tezos is having a good day. EOS having a good day. Tron having a good day. Neo, Cosmos having a really good day. These are protocol coins. And go down the list. Of course, some of the lending DeFi companies, or projects I should say, they're doing good. Compound Synthetics, they're doing good. Aave is a little bit weak today for some reason. When you go down the list, Band Protocol, another one that is really, really hot right now, continues upwards motion. 0x, Data, BitTorrent, Hashgraph, OMG, Icon. Today overall is a pretty good day. It's a recovery day for a lot of these altcoins that have not been moving recently. So to wrap up, should you be afraid of this $500 drop? No, it's just a tiny blip. It's to meet a gap, and that's simply it. Bitcoin is in a really good position right now. Economic factors is helping it. External factors is helping it. Fundamentals is helping it. And FOMO is helping it. Everything is helping it at this point. Bitcoin is in a really good spot. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter and follow me and subscribe to me on my new channel, Bitcoin George. It's an experimental channel, but I would appreciate if you guys follow me there too. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.